Good morning and welcome back to Jack and Erica. Today we're actually taking baby girl for her checkup. We're trying a new doctor out. The one that we had, we didn't really love. We also had difficulty scheduling, so we're trying out a new doctor that we were recommended from a friend. Also, we're going to unbox the GoPro. I know a few weeks ago or a few days ago, I don't know, time kind of just flies anymore. I picked up a GoPro for Erica for our wedding anniversary. We were supposed to go to Aquatica at SeaWorld, SeaWorld Aquatica, and we ended up not going just because I had a long week at work. Erica wasn't feeling good. We were just so exhausted. We ended up just having a date day, as you saw in our previous video around celebration. We just kind of explored that, got some coffee, just had some time away from the baby, away from my parents, and just was able just to have a date with Erica and I. It's the first time we actually had a date without the baby since having the baby, so we didn't want to go too far away from where we live, and we also just wanted to be able to explore together before doing like a big trip of going to Aquatica for like a whole day or half a day. So it was kind of just a practice run for Erica and I. But other than that, we're going to go try out a new physician. We're also going to go, or pediatrician, not a physician, but we're also going to explore Lakeland. We're going to head down that way for her new pediatrician. So we're going to explore Lakeland and then also see what else the day has in store for us. So come along with us. Here is a look at the GoPro Hero 11. I know this is one model year past what the current model year is. I know the GoPro, I think it's the GoPro Hero 12. We picked this one up at Costco because when we picked this one up, they were running it for $100 off, so it ended up being $240 before taxes. It comes in this kind of manila envelope. So I'm going to open this up and see what we have all in store. All right, so here's the box, still unopened, and we are going to open this up. It's kind of a fancy like packaging. It's kind of cool and different that they put it in this little paper bag. I thought that was kind of cool. I call it a manila envelope, or manila, or is it vanilla envelope? I don't know. Either way, it's kind of cool that it comes in this bag. And then ultimately, here's a look at the GoPro Hero 11. Comes in the black. When I was doing my research, I was down to the GoPro Hero 11, the GoPro Hero 12. The difference was just price, because ultimately once I did like the comparison on the GoPro website, which I can show you next after we open this up, but basically there's no difference. I think the only difference that I could tell was like I think one takes like better still photos, or like the frame rate's different on one or the other, but other than that, that was about the only difference that I saw. Also, this one was just in the price range we wanted to spend, because right now we're shooting on a DJI Osmo Pocket 2. I know the Osmo Pocket 3 just came out, but we like more compact cameras. It's just easier for Erica and I to take around on our travels, especially with a baby. So that's why we decided to go with this GoPro. We needed one that was also waterproof. The DJI is not waterproof, so we wanted to go with something that was a little more, I guess it's not waterproof, water resistant is probably the better way to say that. So let's go ahead and open this up. I try to open boxes nicely so then I can keep the box, because I'm always a box keeper. I just like to be able to keep everything that's in there. But on the side, they show you kind of what's all included in this, which I knew what was all included in this because I bought it. But I'll go through each one of the aspects of it. But yeah, that's the one nice part about buying from Costco or Sam's Club, is they usually come with like a combination kit, because this one came with 2 different batteries, a skid card, or an SD card. I think a 64 gigabyte SD card is what this one came with, a tripod, and then also it came with a traveling case. We love to take traveling cases. When we bought the Osmos Pocket 2, we got the traveling case just because it's easy, it's compact, we can throw it in a book bag and always have everything that we need for our travels. Well, that didn't go as planned. In the previous clip, I know I said I like to open things so I can keep them. Well, that didn't happen. There's like super sticky glue on this box, so when I went to pull this off, it ripped and I had paused the camera. But ultimately, this box is just going to get thrown in a closet anyway. I don't even know where the box for the DJI is at. We like to keep our boxes to all of our products that we do buy, just so that we have them just to reference them if we ever need them. But ultimately, here it is in the travel case. It actually just comes already pre-packed in the travel case, so this would be nice to be able to see how they package it. And they have it all packaged nicely in here so that you know exactly where it should sit. Here's a closer look of what's inside the traveling kit. So ultimately you have your GoPro camera sitting right here in kind of a boxed frame. They hid the skid card up here, SD card. So it is a 64 gigabyte SD card. We have the converters to be able to upload these to a computer, like the bigger card. We bought this just because this is actually a great deal to have this, because then ultimately every single camera that we own will have its own SD card, which would be nice when we're doing uploads. But then it comes with a charging cable. I believe this is like a dash cam that kind of holds the GoPro if you want to put it on like something like this. Is like 3M tape that you can put on like a dashboard if you want to use it as like a dashboard camera. And then this ultimately sits on here. It's going to be hard doing it with one hand because I only have one hand, but ultimately this sits on here, and then this piece ties the GoPro, if I can get it out. This piece ties the GoPro in like so, and then you just hook the GoPro up right there. Then you got your two batteries. So one battery, two batteries. I'll actually get the GoPro out here. It's all taped up, ready to go. Probably just have to charge the batteries. And then underneath all of the plastic, you will see the tripod holder. So this is we bought the one that has like a tripod holder just because we needed one for the GoPro. We didn't want to just hold the GoPro like this. That's an option. But with having this, we can ultimately hook this into the bottom of the GoPro and be able to vlog that way. I probably should have done this prior to unboxing, but I wanted to show a live unboxing. But ultimately they give you a kind of card on how to get to where the battery goes, and also the SD card. And then ultimately to charge the batteries, you have to charge it through the camera. So with these two batteries that we have, we'll have to charge each one individually. I think you can probably buy a adapter charger off of like Best Buy or Amazon or what have you. But when it came to like that dashboard camera that I was talking about with the 3M tape, they show you that it's actually, you could put it on a helmet. So if you wanted to explore, if you did dirt biking or mountain biking or something like, or skateboarding or something along those lines, you could stick it to your helmet and then you could get GoPro footage that way, or skiing as well. This might be a skier, but Eric and I don't really participate in that kind of stuff, but we're going to use it more for around water parks. And if we decide to want to have two different points of view of vlogs, Eric could either use the DJI or the GoPro, or I could use vice versa. It also comes with everyone's favorite stickers. I love when you get stickers with products. Something Apple always did when they first started, and I think it's kind of cool that different tech companies have kept it up. So we are going to, I took all the paper off of the GoPro, so this is what it looks like the front. That's what the screen looks like on the back. I'm going to open this up, get one of the batteries in there, and get it charged up so we could take it with us. I have everything unboxed now, and here's a look at the tripod. It's not as like big as I was hoping it to be. Like, I guess like the online made it look a lot bigger, but it's about the size of my hand. So it's about, I don't know, 10 inches high, I would assume, give or take. And then ultimately I got the battery put in here along with the SD card. The one thing that just frustrates Eric and I is the fact that they always give you a USB charger, but without the USB adapter. So we always have to go like steal other adapters to be able to charge things. And then we go charge that something that we stole the adapter and be like, oh, we don't have the adapter, so now we have to go steal another one. And it's just a constant around and around and around that we steal adapters for walls. So some time has passed since the last you saw me unboxing the GoPro. I actually brought it with us since we just got finished up at the doctor's office for the baby. Everything went really well. We really like the pediatrician that we had. She's only there on Thursdays and Fridays, which is totally fine because it actually works better for our schedules to be able to do appointments on, she's only there Thursdays and Fridays, and that works better for our schedule to be able to go and see her on Thursdays or Fridays, just because it's just easier for me to get off work and be able to go with Erica to be with the baby. The baby did get some vaccines, so we're working on going through her vaccine schedule, and we spent some time talking with the doctor about concerns we had with getting her different types of vaccines and just understanding what the positives and negatives are of different vaccines as well. As you can see, Eric has just got the baby out of our car seat because we are parked here at the Lakeland Mall. We're here at the Dillard's, so we're gonna go pop in here, see what they have to offer. To get home, it's kind of like 2 hours to get home, so we're gonna hang out down here. We came down here because we just wanted to try out a new pediatrician as well. We had, like I mentioned, this recommendation, and then Erica's not feeling well either, so that's why you just see her back there. I lost my voice. She has no voice, but so now you get to hear me talk this whole vlog. But yeah, we had a really great experience at our pediatrician. Highly recommend. She was nice, thorough, and the people at the front desk and the exit desk as well were unbelievable, because we want to go through different stages of getting the baby vaccines. So the lady at the checkout, we were recommended to come back like in a week or two to get a vaccine. Yeah, but she said that the doctor told us to come back in a week or two, but the lady at the exit said that she doesn't recommend us coming back for another month. She recommends only us coming back every month. Therefore, it was nice to have kind of somebody else's perspective on when we should come back to get more vaccines for the baby, and just be able to kind of have somebody to talk to. Baby's not feeling too good just because she did get a vaccine, so we're going to try to keep her happy for the night and see where it takes us. So we just came through Dillard's. The baby was hungry. The one best thing about Dillard's is that they always have places to sit. It's like old school in there. That's why we really like Dillard's. But we wanted to show you inside the mall. It's like completely stuck in the 90s. They don't even have the lights on in here. But we're going to explore around, and you totally know it's from the 2000s because they literally have a Hollister right here. And there doesn't even have the Hollister sign on it, but everybody knows from the 2000s that is definitely a Hollister store right there. You know how you know the store is stuck in the 90s? Because they have an FYE. This was my childhood right there, FYE. You went in there when the first CD came out, movies would come out. This was the store to go to, was the FYE. But as you can see, there's nothing else down here. I think this used to be the Sears down here, and that's closed. But look how pretty the palm trees were when this mall was actually here. And it's always hilarious because they always put a tree inside of a mall. There was palm trees at the other end down there. They're real skinny, but there's palm trees there and on the other side of Dillard's. If this doesn't take me back to my childhood and going to the mall when I was in high school, I don't know what does. This looks exactly like it was when I was a kid. Just you came up to find the songs you wanted to look for or musicians you wanted to see. And like now they sell used ones. Like, can you believe that? You can get Frank Sinatra's Christmas used for $5. How about a little Neo used? $10 for that. That's not, oh, that one's not used, that one's clearance, but they still have the, you know, this was also Blockbuster used the same. Remember when Blockbuster used those? Alright, we just left FYE. Erica can't talk, but that was definitely a blast from the past. We couldn't really do too much in there because the music was too loud, and the baby's super fussy. Sorry, somebody just ran up on us and we were like, what the heck's going on? But yeah, it was definitely cool. Blast from the past. What was your favorite part? Oh, the movies was her favorite part. But yeah, they sell used stuff in there now. I don't remember them selling used stuff as a kid. So it was really cool. I didn't really film much, like I mentioned, because it was super loud. The music was super loud. So let's see what else this place has to offer. It's so sad to see like kids that grew up in the 90s and 2000s, like what have happened to malls. Like this literally has one anchor store in it, and it was literally a Dillard's. I don't even think there's a J.C. Penney or a Sears here. Well, Sears is out of business, but I don't even think there's a Macy's here because we've gone the two different ends and there still hasn't been any. But we're gonna go down here, see what's down here. There's a Kids for Less. I don't even know what the heck that is. But yeah, most of the storefronts are either empty or they're like promotional things. But hey, look, another round of live plants. We're down to another side, and once again, nothing. Absolutely nothing. A nail salon. The anchor store over there is closed, and then there's a Rainbows. But yeah, absolutely nothing to be had in this mall. But it's doom and gloom outside, and once again, palm trees inside. I think we went to the wrong side of the mall because we just switched over to this other side, and this side looks a lot busier because there's a Spencer's over here, a Flight Academy, a Snips. Never even heard of a Snips before. Your typical Finish Line. They even got Dippin' Dots. That'll make you, oh, they're closed. I was gonna say that's gonna make you feel better if you go to a Dippin' Dots. And everyone's favorite, Victoria's Secret and Pink. You knew this mall wasn't complete without a White Barn and what's that other? Bath and Body Works. Bed Bath and Beyond. No, Bath and Body Works. They have a Bath and Body Works here. See, there it is. So you knew this mall had to have more, but it's still not that busy. It's more of just mom and pop stores that are in here, really. So, but they do have this epic claw machine. It's so bright. I think this is about the only lights that are on in this mall right now, though, besides the Bath and Body Works sign. We definitely went to the wrong side of a mall. They have a Rue 21, a Charlotte Rouge, an H&M. Just when we thought that this mall was dead, and I lied. They even have a Tills over here. They had a Claire's back there. Oh, Rue 21's out of business, so that's it. That's a no-go. All right, so I misspoke. There is a JCPenney, so they have a Dillard's and a JCPenney in this mall. There's also an American Eagle Outfitters over here. Erica's over there with the baby. And then it's another dead end, but like we were mentioning, there's like no lights. Luckily they have skylights on, but yeah, there's no lights. A pretty fountain here, but yeah, this was totally like hanging on by a thread in some sections, but other sections are popping because this other section's got an American Eagle right here. Well, that's going to do it for us for today. Thanks for joining us. As you can see, we've made it home safely after taking the baby to her pediatrician appointment, and then also exploring the Lakeland Mall. I think it's like Lakeland Square Mall, I think is the actual name of it. We also ended up, as you saw, going to Panera for dinner. It was nice just to be able to spend time together out and about with the baby, especially after going to her pediatrician appointment. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you around like a donut.